Barcelona, a couple months ago, they said, we need 500 million euros just to save the club.
Right.
And now they're spending 500 million euros.
We don't know where because they said they ain't got it, and now they got it.
But it's also convoluted to answer the question as to how they can spend it. Because La Liga has a spending cap, right? They have, based on transfers and based on how much money you make and how much money you owe, you have so much you're allowed to spend. So would you care to guess what Barcelona is allowed to spend on salaries based on all the business they've done in the past few months or few years?
My guess is that what they're allowed to spend has to be somewhere under, let's say, for salaries alone, let's say 160 million.
That's what they're allowed to spend.
Salaries. I'll
say you were close. Barcelona's salary limit, which covers transfer fees, amortizations, and wages, was a negative 144 million euros.
Wow.
That's what they're allowed to spend.
They're allowed to spend negative 144.
So in other words, you owe us money, bro, before you can spend money. So they have to cut 144 million euros.
They do that
in wages, though.
But you said wages, transfer fees, and amortized something.
Amortization. So in other words, say like we'll pay you in the future. They're like, that's still.
So my guess is that's probably how they're doing some of these signings. Well, obviously Lewandowski.
No. Barcelona are the only Spanish club with a negative spend limit.
No. But I'm saying that the way that they skirt that is probably by saying like they give them the what's his name, the Mets player.
The Bobby Bonilla
deal.
Yeah. Well, but amortizations covers that.
Okay.
Amortization means promising money in the future. That's in there as well.
But I know they cut the wages for Ousmane Dembele.
They're like, you ain't got an LLC in Panama we can send this money to.
They have to sell players. So I mean, it's 144 million is not an impossible number to get to if you sell players.
Well, so here's the thing. They've done two things.
What?
Everybody wants to know where Barcelona's getting their money from. There's no definitive answer, but here's what they've done. They've sold the future TV rights. So they sold the TV deals for the next 25 years, right? And I'm trying to find what the number is. I'm reading this on inews.co.uk.
It was something
the most trusted source.
Like I saw a number like it might have been around 500 million or something like that.
Yeah, okay. So the club can use a third of any money raised to pay for a new player, right? So Laporta, shouts to Laporta, who's probably stressed out and has one of seven of those calculators with the pieces of paper on the back. His paper everywhere. He's got paper cuts all over his hand.
He's got a visor.
The green visor. He's got the arm strap. He is stressed out, right? So Laporta has agreed to sell 10% of the team's Spanish league television rights for the next 25 years in exchange for $207.5 million / euros, because they're the same right now, which is 176 million pounds. So he's allowed to use a third of that. So that covers Raphinha's transfer fee. But if De Jong doesn't agree to go to Manchester United, which he hasn't yet,
right,
they can't register, what's his name, Lewandowski. So as of right now, they have to keep selling more percentages of their TV rights deals
to make up for that money.
But then what happens next year? How are you going to get more players next year? The whole gamble is you get into Champions League, but that puts you back in black.
Yeah.
You get into Champions League, that's just paying off the debt that you just acquired. Never mind the fact that you got Aubameyang and what's his face last season.
What, Memphis Depay?
No, Memphis Depay was the season before. They got Aubameyang and someone else last season in the January transfer window.
Oh, I don't remember. Somebody will tell us in the chat.
Whatever, but you got a lot. How is this possible? Is this?
There's a couple notes here. Justin Freeberg said Lewandowski is about to be paid in NFTs. Which is great.
Bro.
Chris Matassa said asking players to take a pay cut and pay them at a future date and their Spotify deal is their hope. I think. J.K. Tritt said you expect La Liga to hold Barca to the same standard as the rest of the league. La Liga doesn't even make Barca pay their league fees. Damn, bro. I pay my Sunday league fees. They asked me for it. I gotta pay it.
How about this? De Jong is owed 17 million by Barca, and Barca's like, we ain't giving it to you.
Right, because they'd rather sell him. I mean,
But even if they sell him, they still owe him that money. That's wages.
well, no, Manchester United would pay that.
No. That's money that's owed to him for services already rendered.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'm sure they would work out some deal where Manchester United would pay.
The deal is De Jong ain't moving until he gets that money. That's the deal. That's why De Jong's saying, I'm not leaving.
Okay.
He's saying, like, you can't register a new player unless I agree to leave. Give me my 17 million and I'll leave.
Damn, bro.
And they're like, yo, we ain't got it. They're like, yo, take Braithwaite. He's yours, bro. You know what I mean?
All right.
He's your homie. He could be an assistant, maybe.
Volumen said Ferran Torres. That's what it was. That was
right,
the other
Ferran
signing.
Torres, who I believe they paid 50 million for.
Don't know, but it looks bad, and this is, we all know.
Is this the end of Barcelona?
I mean,
At some point, Barcelona's got to go into administration. This is... How can you be badly run and then continue to be more badly run?
too big to fail. You saw that movie?
Bro.
This is
Enron FC,
This
bro.
is what's going on.
Lehman Brothers FC.
This is what's going on. I mean, the brand is too large, and it props up the rest of the league to some degree. That
You got to take all the money you have left and put it in Ethereum. Ethereum?
Ethereum.
Put it in Ethereum. Who knows? Maybe it's a better
Put
one.
it in a thermos.
Honestly, you'd get better returns. You'd lose 3% on inflation. But yo, right now, like if they'd have to, you got to gamble. You got to take it all to Vegas, put it on black.
Okay, this is a look. It is concerning, but this is the state of. I mean, this is the state of football nowadays, where like where some teams get around financial fair play. They try to put these rules on because the presumption is that it'll make the game fairer.
But when they put those rules in, Barcelona called it. It was like, great. I love the rules you guys.
Real cute, right?
So where's the loopholes? Because we don't play that by them rules. That's for everybody else. That's for Real Betis. You feel me?
Okay, but yeah, it is.
And Che gotta follow them rules, but it's me, Barcelona, baby.
We've been homies for life.
Get the friends and family. That's like when I go to Linda Street. Your boy's not waiting on line for that sandwich. Mm-hmm. I would walk in. I say hello to my peoples. The Latina chick on the thing is like, you can't come in here. And then I'm like, no, those are my people. Right. And then I go around because even though she's met me 1,000 times, she must be related to my aunt. She don't let me get away with a damn thing. And every time she's like, what did you order? I'll charge you. And everyone's like, we got Alexis. Don't worry about it. That's me. I'm Barcelona. I sit in the corner, and then I wait to get my sandwich. I don't wait in line. I get my sandwich because I'm Alexis.
It should FIFA be more strict or harsh
about me getting a sandwich? No. Why would you do that?
But look, I don't know. Look, if a team like Barcelona went into administration, it happened to Juve. Right?
It happened to Rangers.
Right? Well, I mean, but Juve, arguably a bigger shock to global football.
I would argue that in the Scottish Premier League.
Of course. In the that was a huge
doing
deal.
that to Rangers is bigger than doing it to any other club in any other league.
Okay. It's all relative. But I would say that there's just so much money involved with the existence of Barcelona in La Liga, that there's too much money invested. People are not going to risk something like that, so they'll do everything they can to get around the rules, so that they can stay up there. Because do you know who brings in the money? The brands are just too big.
All right, if Barcelona gets put in administration, they got to go to what? The 4th division? Well, I guess it really is only 2-3 divisions in Spain.
I mean, there's already a Barca B. What happens if Barca B gets promoted? No, but no, they wouldn't let.
They just finish first every year and they don't get promoted. But let's say Barcelona gets punished, they get dropped out of La Liga. Is that the end of La Liga?
No, it's not the end, but it is a huge financial stain.
They lost Messi, which already was like a huge draw.
Look, it is, this is capitalism at its finest. These leagues are competing for attention and eyeballs and advertisers. And when you lose a huge player like Lionel Messi, you have to find other ways to sell the Probably. I mean, we was talking about OnlyFans.
I was about to say that OnlyFans you were talking about might actually have it, bro.
We have to. You got to figure out ways to.
You saw those IFC Cologne players had the had the body cams, the police officer body cam, bro. They need to put that in the Barcelona showers, yo. You want to make money, bro?
The showers, that's those Alexis's.
Let me tell you something. Here's an area of the game we haven't explored yet. What's going on in that undercarriage, bro? Tile cam.